Good morning. Pulled over here in a small little pullout just before Creston. Drive through Creston Valley here. Make sure I get the tether right this time, so we don't have the tether flickering inside the camera the whole time. There, that works. All right. Hammer down. How are you guys doing? Looks like I'm still on schedule. I'm going to get loaded today, I think. We'll have to wait and see. But we're running on schedule to get loaded today. So I said we're just outside of Creston, but actually we're just outside of Erickson. Some of you might remember this area. Due to polygamy. Polygamy made a lot of news in this area. Got some good old-fashioned cults in the area. I mean, you got cults all over the place. This one's made the news in the past.
Look at my teeth on my bucket.
Bountiful, right? Bountiful, Colton Bountiful, I think so. Latter-day Saints, fundamental Latter-day Saints, I believe. Forcing their kids to get married underage, like at 14 years old, stuff like that, and you know, all the illegal stuff. All right, do you want me to go through Creston or detour around Creston? Don't really have anybody slow in front of us. I didn't see anyone pass us that could have been slow. I mean, you never know who's going to be slow. If I want to take a detour, I do a left right over here. We take the bypass, Erickson Road. Just stay on that until you get down the hill, and you bypass downtown Creston. But you guys said you wanted me to go through Creston, right? I think that's what you guys said. I don't know. I can't predict what you guys are going to say in 2 weeks from today. 24 degrees Celsius. A little smoky. Not crazy smoky, just a little bit smoky. Smoke getting blown in from somewhere, I'm not sure where. Farmall sitting there. And a Massey Harris. Nice. Farmall and a Massey Harris. Just realized I'm starving. It's 11 o'clock. Here's the welcome to Creston sign. Somewhere over here is the border between Erickson and Creston.
But after you explain kind of how it breaks, the cost and it breaks down, it now makes sense.
Radio's busy today.
That card there is Derek. It's 35 grand. It's stupid for them to not spend that. They spend on shit all the time, like that value. That one, without the tractors even, I mean, that one there makes no sense. Why they just have cars.
We'll turn it down so you guys can't hear the swearing. Just background noise. So the Cal Tire here, if we need work done to the big rig, you actually park on the left-hand side in that lot over there, and they bring their truck over and they work on your vehicle there. Kitty corner from Cal Tire. Done that before. And a sneeze. So I got the microphone far enough away so I didn't blow out anyone's ears. Very narrow quarters down here, downtown Creston. "50 kilometers an hour is way too fast through here. We're doing 20. 20 might be a little too slow, but I'd say 30 would be a good speed limit. Fully restored that grain elevator. One of the two anyway. It looks like they're starting to work on the other one now. Alberta Wheat Pool. Farmers Owned Cooperative, Creston. I don't know if they're starting to work on it or just reinforcing it to make sure it doesn't fall over. train lights are flashing. Train tracks on the left-hand side here. No, they stopped flashing. They might be working on it. There's a vehicle down there working on the signal house there, so might just be working on the signals. If I had thought of this, I would have called and ordered fish and chips and just pulled in over here. There's Tim's Fish and Chips up ahead, and I should have thought of that ahead of time. If you're headed eastbound, you can pull in that big pull-up there that we just passed. If you're westbound like we are, you can park on the shoulder right over here. Park right here along the no posts, and then walk over here to Tim's Fish and Chips. Really good fish and chips. Although I don't know how I would have eaten that and made it to my destination. So maybe it's better. Maybe it's better I didn't, because if I had stopped and eat, then I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it in time to load today. All right, that was Creston. If ever is a horrible snowstorm and Kootenay Pass is going to be in bad shape, just go straight over here. Don't make the turn here over Kootenay Pass. Just go straight, take the ferry, end up in Nelson, and from there head back down to Castlegar. Having said that, it's a curvy, narrow road too, so you got to take your time. If there's a bad snowstorm, neither solution is fast. This solution goes straight up and over. The tallest elevation you'll get on a pass in British Columbia. It's Kootenay Pass. Got to work our way through those mountains ahead of us. Is that? It is. We have a swather ahead of us. Beautiful little valley here. It looks like the farmers are cutting grass. It looks like the barley on the side of the road there on the left side will be ready for harvest soon. Still a little green. Here's a Kubota with a cutter cutting some grass. Probably trying to get, it's alfalfa grass mix. Mostly alfalfa though. I don't know if that's going to be the last cutting of the year. It might be the last cutting of the year. Oh, it looks like the barley is actually getting cut on that side there. Okay. Here's the Kootenay River. That's it for the flatland that we're going to get today. Gotta enjoy it while you can. Channel Bridge. There's a bunch of boardwalks and stuff through here as well, and viewpoint platforms, and lots of land life viewing or wildlife viewing, mostly insect viewing. If you're into insects, butterflies, all of that. Beautiful habitat there. I mean, you might see some elk coming through as well. I see the grass down below has all been... Look like the big herd of elk has bedded there overnight in the grass. The way the grass is all leaned over and bent over. Some kind of herd slept there anyway. Even in here, you got roads you can walk down into and explore. South end of Kootenay Lake. to carve some corners. I mean, there's only so much carving you can do in a big rig. Lots of passing lanes like this, all the way up Kootenay Pass. So if you're ever stuck behind a big rig, don't worry, there's a passing lane coming. Wait to do it safely. Always find it interesting how many different biomes you travel through. Go through the bottom of a valley where it's like flat open prairie land, swamp land, and then into trees and mountains. And as you keep climbing, you get out of the trees because you get past the timberline. Back down on the other side. Just a cube van, just 2-axle. Must be fully loaded though. And probably low horsepower. See if we can time it out so that get up beside them. It's where he hit brakes. Not sure what those two gentlemen are doing. No idea where their vehicle is. Had a small forest fire burn through this area on the right hand side a few years ago. This sure is a little different than Monday's video, where Monday's video is such a hard climb with a heavy load. Today, empty, we're just flying up. Rest area, not big enough for me. I mean, maybe I could make a U-turn in there. Have to jackknife both the pup and the lead. As long as there was nobody else in the rest area, maybe. See the summit yet. Hey, you see all the trees up there right in front of us, that mountain? Yeah, the forest fire definitely burnt all of that. There's not a lot of living trees in there. We get pretty close to the US border on this pass as well. In fact, Highway 3, you're basically paralleling the US border. starting to get little glimpses of the mountains at the top, above the timberline. Yeah, this is another one of those passes where if your vehicle has ever overheated, perhaps take some breaks in between. Pull over at some pullouts, the rest areas. Let your vehicle cool down. And take it really easy. Lots of passing zones. It's okay if you're slow. Oversized load coming. How oversized? Don't hear him talking on the radio. I just turned the radio way up. It looks like it's half a house. Up this slide area here, but pretty bumpy. Didn't resurface it very smoothly. See the timberline. Pickup in front of us has started slowing down a bit. Probably getting a little warm on engine, getting a little warm, slowing down a little. Not make it work quite as hard. 22 degrees Celsius, so it's cooled down quite a bit as we climb as well. Do is climb right to the top over here. We're almost there. We'll call it a day at the brake check. made it, well, not quite yet, but we've made it to the top of the tallest pass in British Columbia. I can't remember how many meters that is or feet that is, but maybe the sign at the top will tell us. Never go park in those little pullouts over here. Those are pullouts designed for avalanches. Just like this one here. Gets a lot of rocks falling down. In the winter it fills in with snow. It's not a safe place to park. Although, there's a big rock just sitting here on the shoulder. The whole road is not a safe place to park. Second vehicle broken down. Interesting that they're broken down on the way back down. They just did a U-turn? Yeah, they just did a U-turn. They're coming back this way. Maybe they're not broken down. Guys, I am out of here. Provincial park boundary. You guys absolutely rock. $500 5,820 feet.